And we're going to Iran. The U.S. is conducting what it described as a serious review into Iran's alleged testing of ballistic missiles in contravention of UN Security Council resolutions. Tehran has reportedly conducted 3 tests since October, including one yesterday. Shah Ben-Ari has the details.
An alleged Iranian missile test, reportedly carried out last month, is giving Western diplomats a major headache. American officials have refrained from confirming the test launch itself in what may be an attempt to downplay its importance.
If we can confirm it, and if there is a violation of any UN Security Council resolution, we will come here and we will seek appropriate action.
It is thought the test was of a Ghadr 110 model, a version of the Shahab 3 missile. Iran is suspected of conducting past research into arming it with a nuclear warhead. Notably, the alleged test launch does not violate the nuclear accord with Iran, but would contravene a UN Security Council resolution. Bob Corker, the chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, said in a statement that Iran violates Security Council resolutions because it knows that neither the Obama administration nor the Council itself will take action. A Republican senator, Corker's views are perhaps unsurprising, but he is not alone.
Iran will test our resolve. They've already started to do so with a ballistic missile test and other provocative behavior. We have to respond to these provocations, including with further sanction designations as necessary.
Some analysts see the test as an effort by Iranian hardliners to derail the nuclear accord, which supporters of the deal in the Islamic Republic hope to begin implementing next month.
And with me right now is Mayor Javed Anfar, Iranian politics specialist. Good evening.
Good evening, Lucy.
Okay, we spoke yesterday about the ballistic missile test, and then yesterday there is another report about this, and the United States is going to examine this in a really, really serious matter. And what?
Well, this goes against Resolution 1929, which was passed
in 2010.
2010. That Iran was not supposed to design and test missiles that could carry a nuclear warhead, and here we are. Now, the difference is this part of the nuclear deal? No, it's not. This is part of UN sanctions. And Mr. Obama and other, because the United Nations Security Council and other countries as well, they need to show their resolve to Iran because it's a UN issue. But, and there's always a but, there's Russia, which is a veto-holding member of the Security Council, and right now they're cooperating with the Iranians. Although I don't think they're happy about this missile test either, and I can't guarantee that they're going to help Iran, but it does complicate things. But in any case, I think the Western countries should show the Iranian hardliners that they're not going to stand for this. I think even Mr. Rouhani would appreciate it, because if he shows them that, look, you play with the West, you're going to pay a price, I think it would help him as well. But, we have to wait and see what America does. And President Obama needs to find a measured response to this.
But I'm seeing everything that is connected to Iran in the last few months, and it seems that Iran is walking on thin ice. Because you cannot just do these things and walk on this ice and think that at the end of the day it won't collapse.
Or
maybe it won't collapse.
This is domestic politics. We're going to have elections. We're going to have parliamentary elections in Iran the 25th of February. And Mr. Rouhani, on the one hand, was hoping to, his natural ally seemed to be the reformists. But the reformists are arresting reformist reporters in Iran. They're beating up. They even tried to stab a reformist speaker at one of the universities in Yasuj in Iran. They are... it seems like the kiss of death to be with the reformists in Iran. Okay, but so it's he has to. So the hardliners are trying to challenge him with these actions.
But they are trying to challenge him. Just yesterday, you were sitting here and you said that Rouhani has to face billions and
$120 billion to be exact. That's the government debt.
How they are allowing themselves to continue playing with the world and just think that it will just pass, and not even think that they will pay the price even inside Iran.
Depends on which Iran you mean, Lucy. The Iran of the government is different to the Iran of the regime. The Iranian government is asking the same question probably that you are, because Mr. Rouhani, his expenses of the Iranian government for the last 6 years have been rising 20% a year. Their income has not. The government needs to pay these debts, but the Revolutionary Guard, this is not their issue. Their issue is to challenge the West. Their issue is to challenge America and everybody else until they face bankruptcy, and that's the point they walk back. But now they see sanctions has been relieved. They don't like Rouhani, so with one missile, they're hurting two parties, two for the price of one offer, and they're taking it. And they're, bless you. And I think they're going to continue doing this, and Rouhani is going to have a very hard time ahead of him. As he said, apparently, according to Radio France, Persian language, he said, Rouhani said, our biggest enemy is not America or Israel. Our biggest enemy is unemployment, it is the drought. And he said this in front of a group of Revolutionary Guard people, and it takes a lot of guts to do that.
Yeah, it depends who will snooze. Who
will listen to him. That's the thing, who will listen.
Or who will snooze first, and I did. Meir Javinafar, thank you.